Finally tonight, it was a Friday afternoon in Japan, 1 year ago this weekend, when the earthquake struck. The tsunami it triggered killed at least 16,000 people, and even now, 3,000 are still missing. For survivors, life is forever changed. Bill Whitaker covered the disaster, and we asked him to go back to the city of Sendai.
Shoji Yamada can manage a smile these days. It's taken almost a year. The 65-year-old farmer lost 3 members of his family, his house and rice paddies in the tsunami. He now lives on Social Security in cramped temporary housing. When he's by himself, he told us, he still cries. So he goes out with friends to laugh and forget for a while.
And what happened to their houses?
When we first met Yamada-san a year ago in a Sendai evacuation center, he couldn't stop crying. He had just learned his grandsons, 4-year-old Yutaro, 3-year-old Junusuke, and their mother, Fusae, had been swept away by the tsunami. The wave that swept in off the Pacific was 25 feet high when it washed over Sendai, laying waste to everything in its path. 779 people died here. This was the port area a year ago.
This is it today. Destruction was so massive, Japan has spent the last year mostly cleaning up. What's left is lifeless ruins.
Along 400 miles of Japan's northeast coast, in some places reaching 3 miles inland, the scar of the tsunami is still raw. 100,000 people still live in temporary housing. The salt water has left more than 58,000 acres of farmland and rice paddies unusable. What continues to grow all along the coast? These mountains of debris, 22 million tons of it. They're an inescapable reminder of what was lost and the most tangible sign of what's been accomplished in the years since the disaster, the reclaiming of the land. Yutaka Kumagai represents Sendai in the Diet, Japan's Congress. When we met him a year ago, he seemed in shock. He'd lost 2 relatives in the tsunami.
It's like Hiroshima after, atomic bomb.
He joined the majority in the Diet and passed a $235 billion 5-year recovery plan. Is that enough?
I don't think so.
As he surveys his wrecked district, Kumagai admits the task of rebuilding is daunting. His constituents are growing discouraged at the slow progress. Still, they encourage him.
They give me energy and, hey, you have to hold on and hang in there to, make it better land.
So they're trying to cheer you up.
That's right. But it makes it really sad because I know they are laughing. Keep from crying.
Shoji Yamada says he'll get a loan and with the help of his son, rebuild his house. In many ways, he's like his country a year after the tsunami, determined to recover, trying not to cry. Bill Whitaker, CBS News, Sendai, Japan.